Hello, I'm Z, and welcome back to Esoteric Ebb. Last time we were here in the Goblin Garden, a place I actually really enjoy how it looks, and I gotta say I've been having a lot of fun with this game. There was this mushroom person over here. I don't know if I talked to them. No. Nes Wikala Nesan of the Green. At the top of the garden lookout, you see a strange creature hunched over. She's making potions. Underneath a large red hat, her drooping gaze slowly glides towards you. Cool hat. You should get one like that. The elf drops a final piece of mushroom into the bowl on the table and gives you a creepy grin. Nice corner you got here. Slowly and in an appropriately dramatic fashion, she widens her eyes to reveal piercing red pupils. And her grin widens even more somehow. Abort! Run! Leave! Oh gods, she's trouble. She's real trouble. Just look at the size of her head. Look at those pointy ears. One on each side. And those eyes. An elf? Aren't they rare? The city holds many folk, but elves are both few in numbers and seldom intermingle with lesser races. But look at her. This is no elf of Ilum. This is an elf of Pymea. Pymea, elvish derogatory term for the nomadic elves who live on the undercoast. They haven't had a real civilization for centuries, so it's rare to find them on the surface. Literally means dark. Pymea. The elven enclaves who live on the undercoast, also known as dark elves, although that's a bit on the nose. Hello, elf. You hear her guttural chuckle leave her lips. A man delves into the garden, his sight set on the mysterious below. Are you that man? The way her eyes dart back and forth like that, is she on something? Yes. How'd you know that? Am I that man? She's just being dramatic. You are that man, but which one cannot be said. You are a man, but which one cannot be said? I'm somewhere between yes and no. Good. Do not see realms in categories. See the in-between. The elf stammers, or is that an ideolect? Not a speech impediment. It is her undercoast accent seeping through. She turns around, her red eyes glimmering beyond the mist of spores. Nes Wikala of the Green. Call me Nesan. I am underling to Hierophant Pidana. Hierophant of Pidana. A legendary archdruid of the undercoast, known for keeping balance, usually means stopping any proper seafaring civilization from taking hold of the Dark Archipelago. The thousands of islets and or speleothems found across the undercoast. Of course, a druid. There's something esoteric going on here. You're a druid. Prove it. She just gives you a goofy smile. I don't see how I could prove is such more than I currently do. She points to her head mushroom. There are indeed not many folks sitting around pretending to be mushrooms in bushes. Otherwise the city would have been even stranger. I've spent my days handling primal forces, that which grows and decays. Do you know much of it? No. Do you? I mean, no, do you? I learn new things every waking, but no, I would not say I know much at all. She lowers her gaze for what you realize is the first time since you raised it. I would like to hear your tale, human. There is much, much to be learned from your folk and the settlement in this band. She speaks as though the Earth folk 60-something years of civilization building is nothing but a footnote in her history book. How sustainable is your lifestyle? Do you mean me in particular or my people? Both. Or either. She presses down a mushroom in her bowl, sending a puff of spores into the air. Sending, a third level evocation spell commonly used as direct communication between powerful individuals, city-states, or arcanists. The Norvican Sending Office employs many clerics for the express purpose of casting sendings across the coast. Sustainable? How do you replenish the resources you consume? And if you do not, how many years until depletion? I'm supposed to know that? I do not mean an exact number of hours or even years until you run out of natural resources. Just an approximation, and perhaps a toll of the impact on others in your vicinity. You want an answer now? If you have it. But if there is no stress. But there is no stress. Think about it, move on. If you focus long enough on yourself, you can probably sustain yourself for a long ass time. Who cares, really? If you run out of shit, you go to the other place and think that shit is dead. That's how it works. Oh god, you're focusing too much on the question. Instead, focus on what she wants to hear. White folk will eventually chew through this land and be forced to expand. I have watched your people for some time, from a distance. I am not one to make judgments. That is for earth and sea. But it worries me how few primal forces there are to keep you at bay. Primal forces? She places a palm against the rough floor. Oh, Pidana has helped keep the undersea from being overtaken by unbalancing powers. Demigods, fiends, celestials, your human arcanists. Each creature a power that not only overtakes the primal, they do so with ease. That great war your kind waged upon one another delayed it, but I do certainly believe it is inevitable. The primal is just another one of those powers she mentions. It can be tamed. It should be. Humans are barely exist anymore. We're almost extinct. Yeah, your kind might not be an offshoot of a much more dominant force. Might be an offshoot of a much more dominant force. But you still hold great power in this band. Do not forget that. She takes a deep and deliberate breath. Now, enough of complicated topics. Tell me, human, do you have a mate? No, not answer that. Stare at her. Well? No, not good. Don't worry, she's not hitting on you. She means more like, are you married? Your mind races. Hostile? No, probably not. Elaborate. Of course. I apologize if I was vague, human. I only mean most humans in this settlement group. In pairs. I wondered if those of your kind do the same. Form such long-term committed partnerships. That's a significantly less inflammatory question. I am the cleric. I go solo. She lowers her mushroom cap and sighs. I see. It is the same here, then. The path of an esoteric guardian is to be alone. The elf starts adding some kind of oily liquid to her mushroom bowl. A strange substance, golden, perhaps from some kind of undersea whale. It's just olive oil, cheap brand. If this old elf can guide you in any way, make it so. If not, I will return to my toil. What do you know about the tea shop? Only what the roots whisper to me. The elf leans closer, twisting her head to the side. You must delve deep, human. Something rotten happened that day. The green quakes. They fear what's to come. They whisper. Do they whisper anything useful? She leans back and lets out a resigned sigh. You do not speak with trees often, do you? Insane behavior. So you were here when it exploded? No, I was much further below. What about what the goblins whisper about? That the city is at fault. That Lady Sageleaf should take over. The usual. What do you think happened? I will not deliberate on things I have no knowledge about. Where's the fun in that? Thanks. You're welcome. What are you voting in the election? I am not a citizen of Norvik. According to city law, universal suffrage includes any inhabitants of Norvikian soil as of the 1st of Ingrami 26. How long have you lived here? About a year or so. How so? That makes you a citizen. Oh, don't I get a say in that? No. If you don't tell the government, you're probably fine. Then perhaps I won't. Thank you, human. You don't look like an elf. What do elves look like? Ym elves are monstrous. Ilum elves are tree-like. Pymea elves are simply grey. Ym? One of the 8 bands on the coast, great homeland of the elusive and isolationists, high elves, a land of artificial forests, crags covered in eternal darkness, and roots burrowing into the very coast itself. The Ym have fought a losing battle against the devils and celestials for millennia, but their authoritarian society will still lives within those great walls. I suppose there are many kinds of elves. She nods. We do not call ourselves that, but to your people, yes, I am an elf. Pymea. She closes her eyes. Pymea yo oli, tainataeta. We are elves of the stars. Stars, the occurrence of distant celestial bodies appearing upon the sky. If Antisepalian witnesses are to be believed, many old worlds had skies filled with thousands of these gleaming lights. Any questions? You speak Elvish? Impressive. She looks at your side, then back to you. Your grasp on the human language. Your tongue is remarkable as well. You confuse her, in a semi-good way. Do your people have a great civilization below? No. I believe your people would call us nomads. So you're from the Undercoast. How do I get there? Holes and tunnels. They are more than enough, even within viewing distance. Though I'd recommend gaining Lady Sageleaf's approval first. I've got some other questions. Great. This is not good. I gotta score at 21 to even attempt that. Show your primal attunement though. Let's give it a shot. Even though I'm gonna fail. How could you do such a thing? To prove attunement requires years of training. You've perhaps done a few exercises in your spare time, and you've heard about druidic magic. But perhaps you could try it anyway. I have to try. Kneel and focus. You focus your mind on the nature around, the life, the decay, the funny-looking mushrooms, but you cannot sense it. Nothing. Magic is hard. Sure is. Maybe if I start clenching? You move from mind to muscle. You keep clenching. Pressure. Breathe. Uh-oh. Am I dying? Okay, I'm not dying. Perhaps it was a foolish choice. But pain can be a good teacher. Perhaps you've learned something here. 5 XP. You've tried it once. You clenched hard. That's a DC 14 now. Hold on. It's not as bad anymore. Strength +2, wisdom -2. I see. Yeah, I probably want to wear this for a little bit. Let's see. Who can we talk to here? Oh, we have the goblin.
Huh?
You approach him below a sprawling tree. The well-dressed goblin stands proud beside his master. Go ahead, Cleric. With a proud smirk, he motions towards the wooden throne. You should stand before the throne. Address her court. Okay, then. You approach the throne. The sprites flutter, their glow illuminating the trunks of this great tree, its roots reaching far below, its branches holding up the dirt ceiling above. On the throne sits a tiny goblin, her smirk as bright as it is threatening. So this is the dragon. Yes, I can see it. Her glare is horrific. Cleric of Narvik, of Oath and River. Her shrill voice echoes out throughout the chamber. I was assured by your masters, the top brass of the palace itself. Her voice causes you to shiver. They told me a cleric of the highest standing would arrive within the hour. So tell me, human. The minion. She has control here. Why am I sitting here waiting? It's not that late. Only been like a day. Tread lightly. You need her on your side. Make sure she knows you're one of hers. Every word you say here could have a profound impact on the rest of this quest of yours. My apologies, lady. Her frown turns into a weary expression. Whatever. You're dancing on a fine line. It is a hers is a frightful presence. You can't take this much longer. You need to get out of here. Good. Frightful presence. Some powerful creatures have auras that can cause fear to those near. To fail means succumbing to mindless terror, along with other annoying effects. Oh, I'm exhausted 4 is bad. Because I've been trying those things. I need to roll a 19. And I rolled a nat 1. No. Shit. Get out of here. Then run. Adrenaline keeps your legs from buckling under the intense duress as you turn and run. Let out a high-pitched scream. It echoes down the depths between trees and fungi-covered lawns. Whatever your reaction the goblins have to your treaty, you are not going to see or hear it. Where am I? You ran for quite a while. Your mind calms itself. You're sitting inside an empty barrel. How'd I get here? Unsure. All of this is rather confusing. Wait, I hid in a barrel? More or less. The dragon chased you. Maybe. Leave the barrel. As you do, you realize the barrel is but one of many located in a tunnel you've never seen before. I see him. Cleric. Uh-oh. Cleric, you have wasted another precious hour. Please not run away again. Amazing. The lady's trying to not scare you off again. Maybe she'll actually be nicer to you now. Running away is always an option. The fact that you're still alive means it's also a smart option. You see Snell panting next to the throne. I apologize, Lady Sageleaf. Well done on finding me. He opens his mouth to give her a resigned thank you. Lady, however, gives him an angry gaze. Could have gone faster. He lowers his head in silence. Goblin's getting whipped. Love to see it. Let us continue. The dragon leans in on her armchair, letting out an exhausted groan. It is vexing to watch my streets descended so far. Are you even aware, Cleric? A local business caught up in the inferno, in the middle of the day, right on the pillar road? My road! The way she says that causes you to tremble. And yet, Magistrate Darrow, She spits out the name like a curse word. He alone believes that Halfway Bridge tribe does not have jurisdiction over this particular location. Why does Darrow say that? Because he is a fool born out of nepotism and alcohol. Sick burn. Sounds awesome. Where is your usual jurisdiction? She leans back and picks something from between her fangs. I have an official recognition of law on Lower Tolstad. The definition of what? Of that has always been vague. Some see it as anything below ground, some use below water level. And where exactly is the tea shop located? She glares at you. It is, or was, rented out of a corner of the central fort, just above the holes, next to the pillar. She snaps her fingers towards the goblin to right. That means it's a part of the core foundation of this island fortress. Therefore, that property is illegal as underground rental units. He says, bowing to his lady. Bowing is legally as underground rental units. He says, bowing his head, lady. My people have been handling the damn crows contact for years. But now, suddenly when the entire unit goes up in flame, that's when my people no longer have the right to enter the premises, to deal with it, to clean it up themselves. No, suddenly it is the city's business, and we should keep to our noses, and we should keep our noses out of it. Corruption, plain and simple. Sounds shady. Her sharp glare stabs you. Normal business in Norvik. Don't get me started on the actual effect this has on my people. Snell, she says and beckons towards the comely goblin. He approaches the roots and takes a bow. Lady Sageleaf, then turns to you. The magistrate says it was an accident involving a fireplace failure. They've yet to send anyone to actually investigate the scene. Okay, you know that. How can know that? What? Stop talking so fast, you're tripping over your words. Just ignore it and move on. Sorry, I misspoke. I meant to say, how can you know that? He glances his eyes towards the lady. We've kept an eye on it. The explosion occurred on the 21st of March, just past noon. 3 minor injuries were reported in the area. Luckily, foot traffic was low at the time of the incident. So despite the massive kaboom, no dead folks. Who were injured? We only managed to kill one name in the chaos. A certain Frank, son of Frank, was said to have walked away with lesser burns. That's the sort of prefix used by Earthfolk, a human most likely. That ain't a real name. He was apparently dressed in a fancy yellow outfit, whatever that means. Beyond that, we have conflicting accounts. One person said, quote, "He looked like one of them dungeoneers, you hear? A real adventuring man," end quote. Another said he was looking to get out of trouble, heading right down the stairs to Water Lane. Either he went down to the dungeon or he go to Water Lane. Got it. And remember, if he's wearing yellow, he's got style. Frank, son of Frank. Yeah. The goblin knows it's fake. There's the long lead. That's a fake name. Uh-huh. Dungeoneer. If you believe it, that comment was from one of the militia members. Could be smart to check in the city below just in case, despite the dangers. Down to Water Lane. Down could mean a number of things, Water Lane included. Fancy yellow outfit? I'm assuming some of your Rhodesian fashion. You can tell his voice. You can tell in his voice that he's leaving a bit of "but who fucking knows" at the end. Was he inside at the time? I doubt it, considering the state of the building. Or was he there? Oh, we don't know. Where is he now? Oh yeah, don't know. They have not located the man, despite major efforts. Do you know anything? The goblin does not respond. Although one of the militia members mentioned him calmly walking away down the stairs. Maybe down to the crossing or somewhere else, we don't know. Anything else? You know, move on. Snell gives a nervous look to his master before answering you. We have theories, but we need proof. Lady raises her claw. The unveiling has begun, Cleric. So dramatic. Love her. Corruption. Madness. She claws at her wooden throne. Politics. Rambling of fools. This is clearly the work of rogue spellcaster. Someone who cannot go unpunished. A spell would be indeed the only logical answer for such destruction. I'll bring justice to Norvik. Certainly hope so. Lady clears her throat loudly. Everyone holds their breath when she speaks. I formally declare a joint venture. The Halfway Bridge Tribe and the Earthguard City Clerics shall investigate the tea shop on Pillar Road and bring justice to those who seek to harm the place. No creature foul or fair shall escape my rage. The words seep out of her maw, burning the air. Every goblin in the chamber looks upon her in awe. She is theirs to serve. Sure, just nod. Don't want to piss her off. She looks upon you with a grim expression. Snell, she says, waving towards him. Yes, Lady Sageleaf, he says, bowing his head. You are the handler of this case. You worked on it since the explosion. You know more than anyone. You catch the goblin trying to stop his grin from spreading across his face. Ooh la la, complimented by his queen. I want you to represent the tribe of this venture. His face lights up. A goblin and a cleric. Together, you will have access to both Upper and Lower Tolstad. You're gonna have a pretty boy around. Damn, thought this was gonna be fun. I think that's what the I thought this was gonna be fun. Do not disappoint me, Snell. And you remembered the party. He ignores you. The goblin takes a deep bow. Yes, Lady Sageleaf. Your will be done. The mystery of the tea shop shall be uncovered. The sooner the better. First priority is the tea shop. We need to gain access. Your new goblin companion gives a quick wave. Let's go, Cleric. Snell has joined as a companion. You can speak with him if you need help finding your way across Tolstad. For as much as she's told you, there's a danger you're missing here. I visited the tea shop entrance, but it was shut. Yeah, by esoteric degree. So you gotta ask your coin lord for the passphrase, unfortunately. You should also look for that witness. Yeah, our Frank, dressed in yellow. God, that's funny. Either over on Water Lane or down in the city below. Yeah, the port of the dungeon. I suggest the port since it's slightly less life-threatening, generally speaking. How do I get access to the tea shop? Talk to your boss, Darrow. Or I guess he's not a direct boss or whatever, but you'll need to get an audience with him if you want to get inside the tea shop. Right, and where is this tea shop again? Massive still, the goblin's size. You know, the massive pillar reaching endlessly into the sky? Yeah, just west of that. I like you already, Snow. Nah, yeah, mutual for sure. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Neat. Very, very neat. Tunnel to the central Stolstad. Tunnel to lower layer. What be over here? Oh, it's the other side of this. I love that. Imported goods. The receiver is marked as HWBT. 3 apples. Let's look at that chest. Nice, some money. What's that? Broken sword. A glow glass. Very common magic item. What's in here? You approach a crate full of sand. Important. Sand? To Norvik? For what? Glass blowing? Inspect the crate. Appears unmarked. The lid has been tossed behind it. Looking closer, you can see how the lid has been bludgeoned. There's splinters and nails that are supposed to keep the crate shut. They have been ripped out. Inspect the sand. The crate is filled to the brim. It's just sand. How would they crack open a crate like this? Touch the sand. Your gloved hand trails across the surface. The sand shifts slightly at your touch. Go back! Underlined choices are more risky, but it might offer a better reward. Go deeper. You dive in with your whole hand, fingers first. This one does not. Then you feel a tug, a grip, and finally a pull. Wait, Cleric, what are you? Your shoulder is almost pulled out of its socket. Cleric! Struggle. You manage to keep it out from engulfing your arm, but in the process the sand grabs onto the front of your helmet. Your face is now sinking. Fight it. You grab the rim of the crate with both you grab the rim of the crate with both arms. But as you pull your entire adrenaline-filled arms to work, you feel energy being sapped from your veins. You are being sucked. Out of your skin. It's vampire sand? As you keep pushing, you realize you could get out at this point. However, then you would leave your helm behind. Damn it, I'm gonna keep my helmet on. Your muscles start to mush as you stop your struggle. Come on, you bastard. Keep trying. Try to reach out for Snell. The goblin has started pulling on your legs. What's going on? Sand is trying to eat you. Escape without losing your helmet. We've got advantage. We only need 15. 16, let's go. Success. You grab the rim of the crate with both hands. The hazy noise of the head, no longer filled with so much blood, screams in your ears. I will not die in this crate. Filled with pure fires of adrenaline, your muscles creak and your bones crack. And it pays off. Within seconds, the rock-hard grip of the sand loosens. It drops entirely. You swing your head back, filling your lungs with air as a trail of sand follows you. Ugh. In an instant, the sand snaps back in the crate, not a single grain dropping to the floor. You stumble back. The goblin lets out a relieved sigh. I knew that sand would be trouble. Glancing over the crate, you see its content now lies still, like nothing happened. What was that? That, Cleric, is a crate of mosquito sand. Without explaining further, the goblin sneaks up behind the crate and grabs the lid. Moving more carefully than you've ever seen him move before, he gently places the lid on top of the crate once more. Something must have startled it to make it push open the lid like that. He wipes the sweat from his brow. What would it have done to me if, from what I understand, it would have choked you, drained you of your blood, and slowly mushed you inside that crate? Sounds like a good weekend. Now let's leave it at the fuck alone. Okay. Let's go up here. Or wherever here is. Down here? Down here? City below. I feel like this is kind of a bad choice right now. A prey. Tranquility. I can contemplate things, but I'm gonna do a bunch of things at one point. I don't need to contemplate them right now. Corpse under a blanket. Nothing else I could do with the corpse with it. No. Okay, well, let's leave this place through up here, I think. Okay, let's check my inventory. We've got a sword now. Could have it instead of that, but I feel my constitution needs the help there. Either my strength or the constitution that can have the help. A political cleric. That's who I am. That's me. Okay, the things did say they were gonna be open later, right? I think it is later, but not later enough. What was it? Look at those things. There's gnomes right outside of my view. Always. Constantly. Damn you. What's over here? What was over here? Pillar crossing. Was it that zone? It was that zone. Right. I'll look there a bit later. For I want to get back down here. I know I could have taken a faster route. I just wanted to see if anything changed on the outside. Now I want to check, where does this go? What even am I seeing here? Oh, down. The river. That's where I was supposed to go? Maybe? The docks, right? That's where they said is a likely place for me to find things. Back in this place anyways. Silt mailbox says Snell HWBT. Snell's home. It's a bit high up. Can't reach that from here. Mass-produced glowstone lantern. Welcome to my pad. Go ahead. Root around as much as you want. Don't mind if I do. Sarcasm. Thanks for letting me in. I'm not sure this is in any way useful for the job. Let me know when you're done looking around. Looking, nothing else. Thanks for the talk. Snell's boxes, Snell's work, expensive material. What's Snell's work up to? Wooden board covered with sketches of various people. Each of them connected via long red threads. What's this, Snell? Looks like you're from across the department. Ah, yeah, project visualizer. Helps me keep track of my jobs. You can check it out if you want. I haven't done much other than basic outline of the tea shop yet. Been busy with all that's running around. Looks like a ton of work. You're good at this now. Thanks. It's what I do. Once we're finished, I'll have to compile it and file a proper report to the old lady. Look closer at the sketches. You see several faces you don't recognize, and some you recognize, and some you don't. Birdman with black and white pattern, along with the note tea shop owner. Bulky woman, merman with the text rival, no unambitious. A stout-looking dwarf in uniform with a hammer symbol in the corner, patron. Stylish orc with the free strider heart symbol in the corner, completely unaffiliated, suspicious. Pale man holding a skull, no motive. A human with a fancy beard and a fish symbol in the corner, suppressing info, beware. Then finally you look over the central piece, the beautiful rendition of Lady Sage Leaf herself. A note reads, enemies, spies, city conspiracy. Interesting. You stand before a simple bed frame. Can you take a nap now? What? No. Don't even think about getting on my bed. You can turn too. It's definitely worse. Come on, let's have a buddy nap. Even worse. Look at the mattress. Mattress is extra thick. Probably expensive. This material goes for extra on every outlet. However, the claim that these contain human silk is ridiculous. Anything over the tiny fraction would make the bed half invisible. Scam then? Pretty good, damn good scam. Thanks, bud. Okay, let's check it out. So there's one here. Ah, bagatelle. The goblin has some good taste then. You don't need to relieve yourself. He sure is the type to have a photo of himself on the wall. Yeah, he is. Family. Well, I'm glad I got to see his home. Let me look at what I actually got in my, not journal, in my questing here. So we have this. You go get a date. What else do we have? Overtake, yeah, and we had that before. Dragon of Tolstad. You're here on request of Lady Sageleaf. Yeah, you completed that. Star Witness, Frank, son of Frank. Ruffled Feathers. So we only have like a few of these really in the whole game. Are these gonna change or expand? Because look, for example, this one is a quest branch that finished, I think. I think these are all quests, quote unquote. Yeah, because it's in the questing tab that I'm yet to complete. Very interesting. I like that idea. It's pretty neat. As for my spellbook though, can I cast Cure Wounds on myself? Prayer of healing. Something. Yeah. Thank you. It's the maximum I can do. What's deep storage, though? I'd like to figure that out. Too scared to put anything there. Doesn't change anything if I do that. What is Prayer of Healing, though? Spend 1 hit die on a 1 hour short rest. 1 hit die. Short rest. Spend 1 hour to recover. Gain health, remove 1 level of exhaustion, and restore 1 spell slot. After resting, all dice checks are unlocked. Oh, that's cool. I will not be doing that now. But that was pretty cool. That I'm getting to learn that. Either way, I think I'm going to leave it here. So if you enjoyed this episode, leave a like. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow.